rims. Hey, seconds is my seconds, throw that shit down. He been leaving shells on they back streets. I'm big 33, but I crack threes.
Next to the swamp, PQ, let them know where we at right now.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all in North Sacramento, North Gate to be exact. Y'all see it on the sign. You see it on the sign, man. We right here in the swamp, live and direct, you know, top getter in this month.
Every time the suckers try to slide, they had bad luck. 5% 10. Hey, killer with me slapped up, cashed up.
What up, YouTube family? Today we're going to Sacramento, California. Sacramento hasn't been too bad this year. I mean, there has been killings, but compared to other years, it's been a decrease on the murders, which is a good thing. We need to stop thinking just because our cities have a decrease on murders, it's a soft city. That's just a stupid way of thinking. Like, why do we take pride when our cities have more murders occurring, when really we should be proud when our cities see less murders in a year, which is an improvement. Let's be proud of being better, being focused on the right things in life. Same in the Bay Area. Every city out there has a major decrease in murders besides Oakland. Man, Oakland is going crazy as usual. But shout out to the Bay Area for the low murder rates, especially in Richmond. The rich is known for how they get down, but for so far this year, there has been no murders, at least from what I heard. That's a big achievement. If you know the history about the rich, then you know that this is a big change for the city. Swamp Stories made this little homicide count in the Bay Area. Not sure how accurate it is. What I don't respect is how Swamp Stories tries to make the cities in the Bay Area with low murder rate look soft. It's like he's egging on the beef so he has more to talk about, which is unacceptable. A white man who hides his identity and makes money for trolling our communities and culture. Anyways, enough of that shit. Let's get to what we're here to talk about. Although Sacramento has been a little quiet, it ain't all that quiet. Sacramento Norte rapper from Northgate, 3300 PQ, was shot in Sacramento broad daylight by Broadway and Franklin Boulevard, which is not too far from Oak Park. Broadway actually goes right through Oak Park, the home of the rapper Mozzy and the Oak Park Bloods.
A busy section of Broadway blocked off in downtown Sacramento after 2 people are shot this afternoon. Your reporter covering Sacramento County, Tori Apodaca, is live with it. Police just ending a press conference. What are they saying about this situation, Tori?
Just within these past 5 minutes, Steve, the Sacramento Police Department confirmed with us that the 2 men who were shot and taken to the hospital were both inside of that Toyota Camry that you can see investigators standing around. At this point, we could also make out, they're kind of blocking it from this vantage point, but at least 7 bullet holes on at least the driver's side, and on the other side of that vehicle, at least 1 gunshot. So there's still a lot of unknowns of exactly what happened out here, but here is what we do know. The Sacramento Police Department telling us that around 12:30 this afternoon, they responded to the scene, hearing that at least 1 man was shot. We're told that that man was in his 20s in a critical condition as he was rushed to the hospital. They also say another man in his 40s who was also inside that Toyota Camry was self-transported to the hospital. Now, behind this vehicle out here on Broadway, there's also this Nissan, that purple Nissan that you see out here now live. And this car, we're told, was not involved in the shooting, but those were witnesses as to what happened. As far as a shooting suspect at this point, Sac PD giving us very little information, as it's unclear if the shooting happened within the car, outside the car, where that other vehicle may have been. That is still all part of this investigation, but you can see it's a pretty large crime scene as investigators have been out here for several hours now. So it's really redirecting a lot of traffic at this very busy section of Broadway. We're talking about between 28th and Franklin. So as you're getting off the freeway, you may need to redirect. But right now we know that 2 men were wounded in this. One of those is in critical condition, and still no shooting suspect information at this point. But of course, we will keep you updated as we learn more.
Right after it was announced that PQ was shot, his ops jumped the gun and started claiming that he died, but in all actuality, he survived, although it is serious. Some say he was hit in the head somewhere and is in critical condition. Some even believe that he secretly passed away after some of his homies were seen taking down claims that he is still alive. Not sure what's true or not right now. If you look at the photos of the vehicle he was in when he got shot, you can clearly see bullet holes through the driver's side window, which can easily be headshots. They are saying he's in critical condition, but underwent surgery, which was successful for now. PQ is a Norteño rapper from the hood called Northgate, the same hood that the late great rapper Lul Tys, who was shot and killed in May 2022, also claimed. PQ was the big homie of Lul Tys. He was like a big brother to Tys. You always seen PQ with him in most of his music videos.
How did you and Tys end up meeting?
I really seen him around as a kid, like, you know, him growing up in the Thomas, you feel me? I seen him as a kid, but I met Lil Tys through Lil Hector. And I put up on me, and my little brother introduced me to Lil Tys. And that's how I met my little brother, rest in peace.
Everywhere you saw Lil Tys, you saw PQ. Losing Tys, how hard did that hit the Northgate community?
Well, truthfully, me personally, it tore my heart open, you feel me? That meant everything to me. That was my baby brother, you feel me? A lot of these people really didn't know Lil Bro like how I did, you feel me? But she crushed us, you feel me? I'm still crushed, bro. I still can't believe it, you feel me? But you know, he a gangster. We know we signed up for at the end of the day, you feel me?
Knowing Tys was so close to making it with the music, do you feel like it's your job to keep that pushing?
Hell yeah, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? This should go live through me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one that could do it besides, you know, the little bros that's coming up from the hood, you feel me? And you know, he did the same thing, bro, you feel me? I'm in a couple of his songs, you know, we were supposed to do that, never got released because, you know, unfortunately my little brother left, you feel me? And you know, just, you know, being in this motherfucker, just, you know what I'm saying, it changed the way I look at it. Losing him.
Lil Tys' father and PQ's father knew each other from back in the day. A lot of y'all know that I was supposed to do the Tys documentary, and Tys' father connected me with PQ to holler at him for the documentary, which he agreed. But for now, the family of Tys has put a pause on the whole documentary. After PQ was shot, his ops ran to Instagram claiming that he died and dissed him. These are the homies of the Sureño rapper Chito Ranas from the hood called Hal Park in Sacramento. Hal Park and Northgate have been in beef for years now. When Tys passed away, Chito Ranas kept dissing him in his music.
How that nigga died if he had a bleed? Last time I popped the nigga, I knocked off his head. Through the swamps, not with me, I wanna pull his skid.
When he killed Jacob, I know that shit hurt. Huh?
As a kid, I never thought I could live like this. Jacob mama sad, asking why he died like this.
Chito Ranas didn't even know Lil Tys. He was just doing all that dissing for the clout. After Chito Ranas got out of prison a few years ago, he moved straight to LA and never went back to Sacramento. He was going back and forth with the Nortes from Sacramento through music and Instagram. He mainly dissed the Nortes from Northgate and used Tys as a way to diss them. While Chito was in prison, the Norte rappers took over the rap scene in Northern California, something vicious. Lul Tys was definitely the biggest and the most successful northern rapper, hitting millions of views on his own YouTube channel. He was definitely the hottest Norte rapper at the time, all the way until up to his death. In May 2022, Tys got signed a few days before his death, and it was said that he signed the biggest deal a Norte rapper ever signed. Chito Ranas was in prison the whole time Tys was doing his thing, and Chito never knew Tys or any of his people at all. Chito just came out dissing Tys for clout, acting like he had a personal beef with him. Chito Ranas' people, who are a mixture of Sureños and Trigger Mob members, went straight to Instagram dissing PQ, and also Chito Ranas himself went on Instagram to diss him. They were doing the same thing they did with Tys, just dissing PQ for clout because where he's from. They probably don't even know PQ or have any personal beef with him. The only time Chito or his peoples had an altercation with someone associated with Northgate was when this famous clip of Chito Ranas getting punked in a probation office by a Norte named Taliban, who caught Chito slipping.
What's up, Rata? What's up with it, homie? I'm gonna wait for you outside, fool. Caught you slipping. You ready? You want them ones? Yeah? Fucking Rata, homie. Fucking scrap, fool. Fuck Hal Park, homie. Snort that, nigga. Remember that, you suck ass nigga. This nigga's a rapper, this nigga's scary, nigga. Bitch ass nigga.
Right after the first time Chito got out of prison, his little homies caught up with Taliban and took his chain, which Chito later put on his music video, spitting and putting a blunt out on it. If you want to know more details about that whole beef, make sure you check out my documentary I did about the ongoing beef with the Nortes and Sureño rappers. You can click on the top right of this video right now if you want to check out that documentary, or you could click on the link in the description. Chito Rana said on his Instagram, "I got a pack full of sunshine. I got a PQ for the low." He also said I could never die in a Honda on his story on Instagram. Chito Rana's homie Snoop said, "Where can I donate a couple dollars?" Chito's other homie Cold Boy put a picture of PQ with a bunch of laughing emojis and another post on a story that says "Cheers to NK" with a picture of a rolled up joint. Another homie of Chito said, "Where we at tonight?" with laughing emojis. The rapper from Del Paso Heights that goes by Number 9 that was friends with Jody said on his Instagram, "It's sharks around, bro, I'll hawk 'em down." I didn't understand why he sent that subliminal diss, but then come to find out, he messes with a lot of Chito's homeboys. What I thought was kind of goofy was this Sureño rapper that goes by Gravedigger posted on his Instagram, "Why y'all gas him up?" with a laughing emoji, "Good smoke session" with a picture of him. And he also posted a conversation he had with PQ on Instagram showing that they were trying to meet up. I don't understand why this Sureño rapper even cares about PQ. He's from a whole other city. He doesn't even know him or anyone else from Northgate. He's just trying to get some clout or just trying to get people to notice him. Also, the man who was found guilty for shooting and killing rapper Bris dissed PQ on his Instagram story all the way from prison. Some people on Instagram pointed at the Sureños over this whole situation with PQ, but it is said by many people that they had nothing to do with it, which is most likely 100% true due to the area PQ was at during the shooting. I'm not going to speak too much about the gang politics going on in Sacramento, but if you know, you know. PQ was shot near Oak Park, a hood that's not too fond of him and the rest of the Gators from Northgate, and mainly their allies from Fruit Ridge, where rapper Bris is from, who was shot and killed in 2020. Oak Park is a reputable blood hood and is the home of rapper Mozzy and his gang, and also the home to a reputable Norte hood called Frank Lone from 36th Street. Both of these reputable gangs beef with Northgate, especially the Nortes from Frank Lone. I only speak about gangsta shit if it's including a rapper. I don't like to speak too much about their politics, especially if I don't know the truth. Who knows what really happened? It could have been road rage or over money. We just don't really know. Sacramento politics are really difficult. It's like everyone at the end of the day picks a side. And this is what makes shit a sticky situation, because that's when you start seeing black politics mixing with the northern politics, all because of being guilty by association. A lot of Northern California cities don't have these problems, but Sacramento definitely does. Like I mentioned earlier, the Bloods from Oak Park and the Norte set Frank Lone from 36th Street, which is in Oak Park, beef heavily with the hood Fruit Ridge, where the rapper Bris was from, who was shot and killed.
6th, 23rd. Franklin is literally that way, over the overpass. If I take 21st, if you take 21st, this is the strip right here. It's 36th Street, Uzi Marcus block, which end down there, and that's probably like 18th at the end, I believe.
Bris was beefing with the rapper Uzi Marcus and Lul Tys, who are both from 36th Street. And although they're from a Norte hood, they are both Bloods from Oak Park Zilla, who grew up with Nortes from out there. Some say they were both even Nortes when they were younger, but they turned Zilla when they went to jail. Lul Dallas is also from MBK, which people get confused with the Nortes from Frank Lone. MBK is a separate thing, and that's where the man who got charged and found guilty for the rapper Bris's homicide is from. He goes by MBK Top. Bris's hood Fruit Ridge is associated with the Nortes from Northgate because they both share the same enemies from Frank Lone, and since that is a thing, everyone from Oak Park period got their issues with Northgate.
Nigga, Northgate, nigga. What you niggas wanna do?
There is even a photo floating around with the rapper Bris and a known gang member from Northgate who was killed in 2020 named Fully Heck chilling together. The shit is really complicated, but it is reality. For an example, the Oak Park Blood rapper 3G's also went on Instagram to diss PQ. I even seen a rapper named Number 9 who's associated with Chito Ranas' folks say something subliminal on his Instagram, but it was right after PQ was shot. Number 9 is even close with the rapper Lul Tys, who was shot and killed in 2020. This just shows you how messy politics can be. Hopefully PQ is okay and does a full recovery. I'm gonna end the video there until we get an update. Thank you for all my true supporters who keep this channel going. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And please like the video, it really helps the video out. Anyways, until next time, I'm out.